Welcome back here, Clix fans. Today I have another team building video. This one is kind of more of a tournament recap, but as you can see here, we had a huge point tournament and it was 1,000 points and you had to play at least one monster figure. And you can see here I have monsters and Black Lantern figures. So we have Black Lantern Maxwell Lord, Martian Manhunter from The Brightest Day, where he's kind of like mixed between normal Martian Manhunter and Black Lantern Martian Manhunter. Then we have Superman, Black Lantern. This is from the DC 10th anniversary set. Then I have Brave and the Bold, Black Hand Chase figure, Black Lantern. Then I have Scar from DC 75, Black Lantern. Then the back row, we have a bunch of different monster figures. We have Mole Man, Dinosaur, Zabaro, and Bizarro Girl. Those are all monsters keyworded along with Superman. The theme behind this team was basically straight up monsters, even though it wasn't 100% monster keyworded. This was a pretty fun team, had tons of outwit. Maxwell Lord had outwit, Black Hand has outwit, Mole Man has outwit, and Zabaro has outwit. There is no other support powers, no probability or perplex on the starting dials of any of these characters, but for the most part, they play pretty well. Black Hand has a really awesome power where he can drain the spectrum. There's a number of colors you can drain from, and if you select that color, any opposing character with that color showing on their dial within 8 squares of Black Hand has a -2 to their defense. So he's really good at making your opponent's defense is really low, and you don't need line of sight as well, so that's really awesome. You can hide him in the corner, hide him behind a wall, and if he's 8 squares away from them, then you get that benefit. So that's really cool. You have to call that color power out at the beginning of your turn, but other than that, you know, it's not too bad. Mole Man, very good. Mind controlling monsters. Obviously, he was going to be mind controlling Superman. That worked out really well. Then pretty much for the rest of everyone else, you have your outwitters, stealthy characters. So this team actually did pretty well. It went 2-1. I played Galactus in the first round, and I lost to Galactus. I hit him maybe like for 4 clicks. He had a couple other, you know, support figures that I took out. 2 of those figures included in Herald, but I wasn't able to take out his Doomsday that he played along with the Galactus himself. And I only lost about like 3 characters, but due to time I wasn't able to, you know, get enough points. Actually, on the last action, funny that I'm using that. The last action, Galactus killed Superman, and with that KO, he took the majority of the points, and that's how he won, by killing Superman at the last second. So that was, you know, pretty interesting. But other than that, I did pretty well. The second match, I went up against a complete monster team. Had a bunch of awesome figures. Looked similar to this with the whole like Mole Man idea and the dinosaur. He had a bunch of flood characters that have poison. He was playing the mole monster. He had Cap Wolf. He had Doppelganger. This was a really nasty team. Had Ulik. The team really was similar to the last monster team I played in that video. His team was pretty similar to that. We went back and forth, and I think I got about 400 points. He got about 200 points of me. So I won my second match, and I ended up playing Michael and his Thanos. And Thanos really was doing really well against this team, and he was really doing a lot of damage to Black Hand. I was able to get a couple mind controls with Superman, and he missed, I think, all of his impervious rolls. That didn't help him at all. But I was able to take out the LE Thanos at 1,000 points with his team. And he took about, I think he took about 3 or 4 figures from this team. And for the highlight of this video, I really want to go over this team I used for the Supremacy League. Now, I did lose my match, but it wasn't for the lack of trying or this team not performing very well. It's just that my opponent was able to roll a bunch of super senses and evade a lot of my attacks due to probability, and I just wasn't rolling all that well. Andrew did really well, but this team did really well too. It just didn't get the rolls. So what you do is you mind control with one of the mole men to get Superman out there on the map, you know, pretty far out there, but not too far, about 8 squares out, hide him behind a wall or something. I played on the month 8 map where you have like the elevated for Thanos, so that helped a lot, so I can get on the bottom and get hidden below there. And then once you have him out there, you have Dinosaur carry the second mole man another 4 squares out. So then your next turn, what you do is you push the first mole man to mind control the other mole man that was carried by Dinosaur. Now that mole man mind controls Superman to go out and then, you know, attack. You can either use the charge. If you don't have enough charge, then you just get that character up on the other character, and then now Superman being up there, he can now attack. Anyways, so you just kind of use your mind control chain and use that, and then once you get up there, you know, bring up the mole man and you just continue to mind control. I was able to attack Scarlet Witch and Wonder Man, I believe 6 or 7 times, maybe 8 times before I actually was KO'd, and I either missed my attack rolls or he evaded them because he had a full gauntlet. But anyways, I mean, it was a really, really good team. Both of the teams are really good. It's a fast-paced match and pretty much lasts about 10-15 minutes. Had to give him credit though. He played really well, and his Scarlet Witch, Wonder Man, and Donald Blake did really well, and I think he'll do good with that team. I really like this team. I thought it did really well, especially for a monster team. But yeah, it just didn't work this time. I didn't get the rolls, but if I would have got my first hit in, he didn't have super senses. I needed a 7, and I just didn't get the roll. And then, you know, pretty much from then on, just was a battle back and forth, and I just wasn't able to get it. But this team did pretty well, and I recommend anyone want to try this team out at 300 points. It will probably do pretty well. I definitely think so, especially if you use your mind control the way it's supposed to, and you could have Superman attack a number of times in one turn, and he could definitely wreck someone really quick. You gotta go after the highest threat with this team though. Before I go, I want to tell you guys a little bit about the website I created. It's called glasscabinetfilms.com. There will be a link in the underbar, so definitely check it out. I put up a list of pictures and dials of all of the figures from DC and Marvel 10th anniversary sets, so you want to check that out. And on the front page, I have a survey that I want everyone to check out. So, you know, just go to the website and take the survey and look around. The website is not finished, but you get an idea of what is in the future for it. So definitely check it out, and hopefully I'll be able to finish more how to play HeroClix videos, and I will be uploading those videos to that website as well. Take it easy, guys, and have a good day.